Hi, this is Ralph Wilkins. You're watching Zombie Takeover of Television. ZCO!
No, we're good. Hey gang, welcome to Forcefed, episode 4. We have a guest today, Mr. Ralph Wilkins.
Hello.
And we are doing Hunger Games today, right?
Right.
Because you picked it.
That I did.
And Ralph has seen it.
Yes, I have.
He's read the books also.
Yes, I have.
Martha, did you finish it?
Yeah.
All of them? She read all the books too. So, let's dig into it. It starts off with Katniss and her little sister. And she's singing her song and trying to calm her down because it's getting close to the reaping. Right? Is that what it's called?
The reaping.
And I guess Katniss leaves to hunt illegally right after.
Right, yeah.
Because the government doesn't want poor people to eat.
They want to hold the power.
Now, my question on this whole movie is, who allowed this to happen?
No. Ralph?
Who allowed this to happen?
Well, obviously the people allowed it to happen.
Well, who built the fences?
I don't know.
The
Maybe the rich people in the government came in.
The Capitol are a group of people that dress like they're from Candyland and did not build a fucking fence.
No, they probably never touched a broom in their life.
No, but they are the ones that had the fence built.
Okay. By blue-collar workers who said, we'll cage ourselves in. Why not?
Yeah, so that's who let it happen. The people. They said, hey, let's cage ourselves in. Why not?
What about, like, Nazi concentration camps? I mean, explain that one. Explain the logic behind that one. Who let that happen?
That was Germany.
Yeah,
Yes,
they had guns and just death behind them.
Well,
so,
but they did too. They had nuclear weapons.
This is like the whole United States. This is like the entire... How small is Germany compared to the United States?
This is not the entire United States. This is a small number of people. It's not a huge number of people.
There's all these districts.
There's 13 districts, yeah.
Is that the whole United States?
But they've said throughout the entire thing about how there's not enough people. They need breeders. That's why they,
They need breeders?
That's all 13 was about. They needed breeders. There weren't enough
Yeah.
children.
When you get into the later part of that whole story, but just for the Hunger Games, the first one, yeah, I mean, it gets into that. It gets into a whole different thing later, and it just goes way in a different...
But basically...
But at this point, you're like, what the fuck? How the hell did you let yourself just get caged in? So they let it happen.
Essentially, the whole movie, this movie anyways, I know it expands on the storyline in the later volumes, but in this story, it's pretty much just Running Man. And also it's that short story, what was it, the Lottery. Did you ever read that? Mm-mm. Where the girl she blindfolds herself, and there's a girl a little girl blindfolds herself in a circle of children and turns around in a circle and points, and one of those kids has to die. So that's pretty much how they pick, pretty much like a random lottery, like to pick somebody to pretty much die.
I mean, what's the premise behind even picking to kill the kid?
I have to read the story again, but read the Lottery. It's like a short story. I've read that. That's something I read. I haven't read the Hunger Games, but Ralph, your phone's going off, man.
I didn't do it.
Anyways, okay, so then they display that Katniss is clearly a good hunter. She's got skills. She shoots a bird, and
Dale's there.
Yeah, Dale's there, her boyfriend.
Gale, not Dale.
Well, you know what? I guarantee you I got names wrong in this one, because they're all fucking dumb. Every name in this movie is fucking retarded. And there's another name. What's the other boy's name? What's the other boyfriend's name?
Peta? Peta? I thought it was Peta.
You know what I called him?
I said Peta.
I called him Peter, because it's fucking retarded. But anyways, then she goes to, what is that, a trading post? Is that what she...
Oh, they call it the Hob, but yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever. She had, what was she doing there? Trading her bird?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, which was
whatever,
weird. There was
whatever she was out there and got that day, whatever that was.
I don't understand the value system in this area either. Like
food.
But he gave her a piece of bread. Remember that? Like he's like, here, and he gave her boyfriend. Like I don't know what's worth what, because he said he traded a squirrel for a bread, for some sort of bread.
Thing of bread, yeah.
I'd rather have a fucking squirrel.
But they can get as many squirrels as they want.
As you
Squirrels
can
are not a
catch.
problem.
Yeah.
They want to
It's hard to catch a
supplement it with
squirrel.
other things.
Yeah, they need bread and they need beans.
Yeah,
and
they've got the
corn
meat
and
taken care of. That's the other thing. So they
More beans.
Corn and beans.
Yeah. So she gets this little mockingjay brooch or whatever it is. Is that what it is? A pen?
It's a mockingjay brooch, yeah.
And then she gives it to her sister when it's time to go to the reaping.
I don't remember them doing that in the book.
In the book, it was in the book. She gets the mockingjay brooch from the mayor's daughter.
Yeah, that's who it was.
He gives it to her as a symbol of their district.
Right, but there's also I don't know how it's going to play out later in the other movies either, because she comes up again.
Yeah,
later in the books, so that kind of bothered me.
This is director's vision. Just let him go with it.
Director's vision.
Yeah, but then they're not a lot of movies start this depressing either. It's really just depressing right away.
I mean, it's going to be depressing though. It's a bunch of children killing
children.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why that. Why wasn't it older people that were?
Because you want to spook the older people. We're gonna kill your kids. I mean.
How else do you instill fear in people? I mean, that's a
make
good way to
them do it, because I mean, if they're talking about population,
would you rather fight or would you rather children fight?
I'd rather fight myself.
Exactly. That's why they take that away from you.
So they take that away. They want your kids.
They're gonna. Yeah.
They make your kids sign up to get their name in there more, so they can just feed themselves.
Yeah.
But then they go and they're getting ready for the reaping, and that's when she gives her the pin. And she's, calls her little duck and tucks her shirt tails in.
Oh, man.
And
then they go to this fucking reaping. They sign in with their blood. Then out comes that.
It's Elizabeth
that
Banks.
Pink bitch.
I think it's Effie is who they call her in the book.
Pink bitch. And they explain the Hunger Games, which still doesn't fucking make sense to me. The
Hunger Games is the cost of rebelling. Honor, courage, sacrifice, reminder of forgiveness.
Still doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Then they get her Katniss's little sister Primrose gets drawn, and Katniss volunteers to do it instead. And then the baker's son is chosen also. Peter. And then they say their goodbyes. Whatever, the 3 minutes, the boyfriend comes in and says goodbye. And then they're on the plane. Is it a plane?
Well, you see that there was a flashback, too, that he had...
Oh, yeah.
In the book, he saves her life, by giving her this bread that he, in the movie...
Dirty.
In the movie, it's just
out in the muddy road while it's
raining. Here you go.
Which, first of all, if they're that fucking hungry, why the hell is he throwing any bread out? You cut that burnt
to feed the pigs.
Yeah, they gotta
feed the pigs.
Yeah.
I want a pork chop, man. There's some bacon.
They burnt the bread.
There's some bacon to go with that bread.
Oh, that's right.
They can't throw it away.
Nice bread-fed pork.
Bread-fed pork. That's right.
But, shit. So then they're on this train and they meet Woody Harrelson, which is the best part of this whole fucking movie. And he is always the best part of movies whenever he shows up. And that is that's honest truth.
Mom, I saw something. Oh, now we're talking.
Old school.
Mom! Dad, I saw something.
Police urge all citizens of the area to keep their doors locked.
Hey, Stephanie. My name is Elizabeth. We're going to try and talk about what happened. It's going to help you feel better.
You FBI?
Yeah.
You gonna bust me?
For now, no. The only role your narcotic use plays is in how it may have affected your perception of the events. It's all right, sweetheart. It's just a camera.
So we're driving along. We stopped to stretch.
Ooh, nice shot!
We stopped to help.
You should have seen Bobby's face. She was so scared.
It's okay, officer. It's a flat, that's all.
Hostage is the suspect!
Give him a little sugar.
Say, I hate you.
I hate you.
Mitch!
I hate you!
Open up your fucking mouth. Do it. Do it. Now.
Steph just got out of the car.
Girl told us, about the
I
cars.
tried to tell my parents, but the music was too loud.
Tried to tell them what?
I saw something bad. I know what blood looks like.
You can't save her.
I know.
And then you left the scene with the couple alive and well. Is that your statement?
Maybe some things I wouldn't miss, but I look at your pants and I need a kiss. Why can't I get just one screw? Why can't I get just one screw?
I know who you are.
We're back up. Oh shit, what time is it? Oh man. Let's continue on and then we'll get to Randy's piece a little bit. We had a technical difficulty. That happens. In the biz.
Yeah, in the biz.
But then they go to Douchebag City.
Douchebag City.
And then Sinner prepares them.
Cinna.
I never knew how to pronounce it. Sinna? What is he, Sinna?
Sinner?
Sinner?
I like to call him Sinner.
Sinner.
Gives them the suits of fire. And then there's the president. He shows up, Donald Sutherland.
President Snow.
Yeah, from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
You're going so fast.
I know, we don't have
I'm
a lot of time.
I'm just trying to keep up in my notes.
Okay.
Go ahead, keep going.
Well, then we see President Snow.
Yep, and he gives his speech.
Yeah. Okay, then they all go to their rooms. What is that? What are they
And
at?
they're in the train on their way to the arena in District 1.
And Peter knows he's not going to win. His mom doesn't have any faith in him. She doesn't like him very much.
And they're training this whole time.
God. Oh yeah, and then Peter shows that he can do like face-off style makeups. Huh? Yeah, he does like
He's
that
good
really
at camouflage. He's artistic.
That ain't good for surviving a brutal death match.
Camouflage.
Yeah. He can also throw things really far too. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And you say he comes back in the second.
He's in all of them.
Spoiler. You fucking people and your spoilers. You get so goddamn hung up on who ruined fucking Sons of Anarchy for you.
What the fuck?
Does it really take that much out of it?
No.
Whatever. Anyways, where are we at?
So he did his camouflage thing, and then she misses with the first arrow, and then she gets a bullseye, but nobody's paying attention.
Oh yeah. And
So
then
she shoots the apple out of
the
the pig's mouth that they're.
That was pretty. That was a cool part. I'll give it to the. Overall, I wasn't too big on the length of this film. It was very long. But continue on. Then
they score well on the whatever.
I always
and that's
get
where
lost in these goddamn notes.
They call her the girl on fire. That's the first time they call her.
Oh yeah, they're on the interviews and stuff. She has the dress that burns up.
Yeah, which I didn't think was then in the book either. They kind of switched things around.
Oh, that one. What the fuck was up with pink bitch turning into green bitch and then back into pink bitch?
She can do whatever she wants.
It's all makeup.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to let it be known that fucking American citizens would not put up with people in charge that dressed like that. It wouldn't happen. You can't take them seriously.
You want to just smack them. You don't even want to hit them. You just want to smack them.
Open-handed.
Oh, come on, guys. Okay.
So where are we at?
I don't know.
Doing
This
the
is where
interviews. Okay, they're doing the interviews.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you run out? Did it go off again, Ralph?
Yes.
Damn it. Damn it. Oh.
Dude.
Fucking what can you do, man?
Keep hitting the button.
We're back. Full force. Yeah. Technical difficulties once again. Man, it's a good thing that no one sponsored this.
Why not?
But shit, somebody might
Should
have
been sponsored. It could have been sponsored.
It could have been. I didn't check.
You should have checked seeing it sponsored.
We'll see. We'll see. If you sponsored it, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. But anyways, we need to go to a short break. But we're going to go ahead and let Ray McGuff Wotan put his 2 cents in about this movie. And he was really dead set kind of on calling it Ray McGuff Takes a Stab at the Hunger Games.
How can you take a stab at it?
That's what he wanted his segment to be called. So that's what it's called. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray McGuff's stab at the Hunger Games.
Know your life, but soon that's going to change. We're gonna kill you. We've laid siege to your walls.
Boys and girls, this is Ray McGuff, the one, the only. I've been asked to do a special segment called Ray Takes a Stab at the Hunger Games. Let me tell you a little something, folks. I did not like the first Hunger Games film. And I'll give you 3 main reasons why. First reason, very simple. I didn't like the title. The title is... It's just got this... Something I don't like about it. The Hunger Games. It sounds like fucking Subway sandwich, contest. Or some kind of fucking Milwaukee County Fair contest, hot dog eating contest. It's ridiculous, childish. Childish is the word I would use, childish. I mean, for the material and subject matter, it just seems like it should have been called something else. I don't know. Maybe it could have been called Stabby Stabby Kill Children. Or Stabby Stabby Burn Kids. Maybe Shooty Shoot, Kill, Stab, Eyes, Destroy Children. That's the second thing that I disliked about the first Hunger Games movie was all the child death. Now, look, I've read The Lord of the Flies. I've seen other films where this, they have this kind of subject matter. I mean, I've read The Running Man. I've seen The Running Man film. The one problem I have with this, the way they do this, there's just like, it should have been rated R. It should have been a rated R film. You can't just have kids running around stabbing other children in the woods and just go, oh, that's PG-13. And then you fucking people took your kids to see this film in droves. Didn't bat an eyelid. But the minute somebody lighted a joint up or fucking talked about having sex, I bet you fucking flipped out then, didn't you, America? You fucking hypocrites. So that's 2. The third thing I didn't like about the original Hunger Games film was the overall abruptness of the ending. I just thought it seemed a little forced. Like they wouldn't have had a contingency plan in effect for a tie or for people who, like, never in the history of the Hunger Games, this is supposed to be like number 74, they didn't have anybody that was like, fuck all this shit, I ain't doing this ever. They didn't fucking ever have that. They didn't have any plans, just... And, and then there were a lot of little things, too, I didn't like about the original movie. It was just, like, it seemed too bright. They didn't explain the way that things worked very well, why the society was so fucked up. It just starts you out, and you got hot-ass Jennifer Lawrence. Goddamn, she is a beauty. She's, like, she should be put on a pedestal in a glass box so we can just all look at her every day. You know, she's that hot. And she did an amazing job carrying most of this movie, because some of these people I had never even heard of. I mean, Donald Sutherland, he's Donald fucking Sutherland. I get it. He was awesome. His parts are great. But you got fucking, like, some kid, and he's playing this PETA guy. I never fucking seen that kid before. He looks like he got touched the downs. I don't know. I didn't like him very much. In the second movie, he's a little bit more likable, but he's still kind of like dead weight. He's just like, PETA. What can you do, PETA? I can get injured. I can do that for you. I can fucking get injured and cause you all kinds of problems. But I don't bring anything else to the other whole relationship other than one time I tried to throw you a loaf of bread in the rain. That's what I bring. I bring a loaf of bread in the rain to you, and I don't even hand it to you. I throw it on the ground, and I go, eat that, dirt bag. And then I'm in a contest to the death with you, and you want to protect me. I don't understand. So I didn't like the kid, PETA, either. Saving grace of the first movie, drunk Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson is a goddamn legend. I'll hear no talk otherwise. That motherfucker, every movie he's in, I don't care how bad the movie is itself, Woody Harrelson is fucking amazing. You know why? Because he's playing fucking Woody Harrelson. He doesn't need to be a character. They could just call him Woody. They called him Hey Mitch in this movie, which is fucking retarded. I don't know if this lady that wrote these books was just like had a bunch of fucked up names on a wall and was throwing darts at them, but the guy's name's Hey Mitch. Hey Mitch. Hey Mitch! No, not two separate, together. Hey Mitch. Fucking stupid. But Woody Harrelson was the saving grace of the film. All his drunk scenes were fantastic. He sends in a little present for Katniss in the movie, and that's a big help. All right. So I gave out of this jumbled mess of a film. First, one more thing that got my goat real quick. I won't keep you guys too long on my rant, but you got a fucking ending too, where you've got a guy who's a trained killer. He's been doing this shit his whole life, been waiting to kill these fucking two people the whole film. He gets them into this little area. He gets mauled by rabid DNA enhanced dogs. What the fuck? He can't fight off dogs either. He literally died from dogs. It was fucking asinine, stupid. This first movie, terrible. All right. I'm gonna give it overall out of 5 stars. I gave it 2 stars. The Hunger Games, the original movie, is a crappy film. And it's not, I mean, it's a crappy film that's saved by the idea of the story, Jennifer Lawrence's sweet ass, and drunken Woody Harrelson. Okay? Now, that being said, I've been a proponent of the hate for this first movie for years now, for 2 years, alright? Fucking hated it. I have seen the sequel, Catching Fire. Far superior film. If I were you and you had never seen The Hunger Games, I would go to Wikipedia. I would Wikipedia the first book, just so you get an idea, and start with movie 2, because movie 2 is splendid. You got hot-ass Jennifer Lawrence back. These times kids are fighting. They're not kids, they're fucking adults, so they're fighting each other. It explains why the world is so fucking stupid and messed up. It's even got amazing little undertones where you're kind of like, they're kind of saying some shit about society and American Idol, and it's just an overall fantastic film. I was disappointed that I haven't read the books, because now I want to know how it ends. So, that being said, I fucking hate the first Hunger Games movie. I don't recommend it as a rewatch ever. Like I said, I would rather Wikipedia. If it was for my first time again, I would just Wikipedia the first movie, read through it, then I would go see the second film, because it is really fucking good, top notch. So the second movie, Catching Fire, which I don't even know if you're going to incorporate this in, Frank, or not, but Catching Fire, far superior film to The Hunger Games. Catching Fire, 4 out of 5 stars. Again, Hunger Games, the original pile of shit that was presented. Hey, here's this pile of shit. We polished it up for you. It's got Jennifer Lawrence's hot ass. Woody Harrelson pops up. 2 out of 5. So that's it. That's Ray's take. Hope you enjoyed this little segment. Ray takes a stab at it. And he doesn't kill any kids. Okay? Ray doesn't kill children. All right. Thank you very much. You're watching Zombie Takeover TV. Check out all of our other videos at www.ztotv.com. Stay tuned.
The worms will get in. They will get in. The worms will get in.
Welcome back. We took a little break there, and we got a different setup because that other camera was fucking up on us. What do you think? Where were we at?
They were doing their interviews, and she had her dress, it was on fire, and then he comes on and reveals that he's in love with Katniss.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then they're just basically saying that that could lead to sponsors in the games.
Yeah.
And then they're on the roof at night. Peter doesn't want the Capitol and the games to change him. He doesn't want to be a piece in their game. And they get their tracking devices implanted, and they're put on a hovercraft. And then Cinna pins the Mockingjay pin to her, and then she goes into the arena.
Okay, now I'm here because I was on a smoke break there. That's where I took a break because this movie's long as fuck. So I took a little smoke break there, and we're into the arena.
Yep.
And there's a big long countdown, really dramatic. And Kat's boyfriend's not gonna watch this after he's seen what fucking Peter said on the television thing. He's gonna go sitting on their hill.
Of course he's gonna watch it.
He didn't watch this part.
Oh, well,
He was sitting on a hill.
Okay, well, whatever.
I made note of it. His feelings were hurt.
Yeah, hoo-hoo.
And then they just all run. This is there's all these weapons and shit in the cornucopia.
Which was not gold like it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Which was nothing like I pictured it. It was supposed to be gold.
Yeah.
And I expected it to be much bigger than it was.
This big giant gold cornucopia, and it was kind of like this awkward modern freaking blocky thing.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It's not what you. It's not like my own mind's eye when I read about it did not envision that.
Exactly.
It's not what I envisioned at all.
Well, anyways, they all run to the weapons and they fucking start killing each other and just slaughtering each other. There's kids dying all over the place. What was this rated?
Oh,
PG-13.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Not kidding you at all.
There's like machete.
They want them kids to come. They need a little bit of that dough in the fucking movie system there.
Christ. Wow.
I think it was, wasn't it?
I think so. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was.
She gets a backpack and it has rope, a canteen, wire, matches. That's pretty much all you see.
And the knife that old girl threw at her.
Oh yeah.
And the knife that old girl tried to get her with.
Oh yeah.
But she hears the cannons.
Yeah, that means then there was like 12 of them that had died right then.
Oh yeah.
She finds water and then she cooks and eats something she's killed and climbs the tree and ties herself in to sleep there. Yeah.
And then she sees that camera in the tree. It's in the little knot.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place though. They kind of know that though.
She sees the fallen tributes in the sky, and then she sees
13 gone in 8 hours.
And then she sees that fire where that little girl's like warming herself, and then the alliance of assholes comes and kills her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she sees that Peeta's with them, and that they're looking for her.
And Peter's giving her up.
Peeta. Anyway, she's in another tree.
What is he, bread?
And then when she gets
he's a baker's son.
I get.
What?
He's a baker's son. Pita bread.
Anyway, I thought about that earlier. I was gonna say something. Anyway.
Yeah.
When she wakes up this time from the tree, she sees that there's a huge fire behind her, and so she runs. There's fireballs.
That's because they set it up to do that.
Right, yeah, the game makers. And she burns her leg. She makes it to the water, but the careers see her, so she has to run and climb a tree. And Kato climbs after her.
And Peter suggests that they wait her out.
Yeah. Yep.
But this is where Woody's
Back in.
doing his little business to get a sponsor.
Schmoozing.
And he gets her some medicine or whatever it is.
Is he drinking while he does this?
He's always drinking.
Always drinking, yeah. And then she sees Rue, which is the little black girl that's also in the games.
District 6, right?
I think it's yeah, I think so. And then they see the Tracker Jacker nest, which is the, what do you call them?
They're like freaking
Mutations.
wasps with freaking acid in their stingers.
Right, yeah, they cause hallucinations.
They make you
pain.
get drugged up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She cuts the branch and lets that fall down where the careers are below. She gets stung too, but kills one of them, I
Yeah, it
think,
kills
at
like
least.
the girl, I think. One of the girls.
Yeah, Glimmer. But she gets the bow and arrow then from her.
And Peter runs up and tells her she needs to go when she starts flipping out.
But
losing her shit.
she passes out at some point and sleeps for a couple
And
days.
she wakes up with helpful leaves all over her stings.
Yeah, that's a whole different, there's a whole lot more to that, I think, in the books, but they have to cut that out.
And that's from the Rue, that little
yeah,
was it
so,
a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little like 11-year-old girl, I think.
Or whatever the youngest age is, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 11.
I think you're right, yeah. But they end up kind of buddying up together, working together.
Oh, and they're gonna like raid.
There's
the,
2 more dead at this point too.
Or they had a plan.
They were gonna raid the cornucopia.
Right. They were gonna, well, basically blow up all the food, so that because she can hunt, so they didn't feel like they were.
Yeah, it was gonna give them an advantage because the people that didn't know how to hunt, all their little stockpiled food was gone.
Right.
And the people and her who did know how to hunt and get food would outlast them. Would just not have to kill them. They just starve them out. Basically like the capital does to their district. Just starve them out.
So she shoots those apples and fucking blows the.
Well, but first, Rue is creating fires with smoke for the careers to go off to. So they just leave the one guy, and they have this signal too.
What a horrible decision to leave that kid, because he didn't even look like he could defend the shit anyways.
Yeah, well,
he would have went down.
What is there should at least be fucking rules, man.
There were mines though that they had set around that.
If you're going to have kids murder each other for entertainment, I mean, even in boxing they have fucking, featherweights, lightweights.
Yeah.
You would not have a 7-year-old fighting to the death with a 17-year-old.
Like 11 or 12.
Yeah, it's like
18.
11. Yeah, it's like 11 to 19. And if you make it through all that time, you're free and clear. You get to go work as a slave somewhere in your district.
Right. Yeah, basically.
Great.
But yeah, they
Hooray!
have a signal, like they'll whistle and then the mockingjays, they copy that.
The whistle,
pattern,
as a
so
call.
that they can know that the other's okay.
But then,
so she does.
After she shoots those apples, and it blows everything to shit, and then Rue gets caught in a net.
Yeah, she's definitely.
Oh God! Whenever she blows that shit up, it does that fucking horrible, high-pitched bomb explosion sound.
Because she goes deaf in one
That's
ear.
fine. I understand that. They could let me know that in a different fucking way. Same thing for fucking Call of Duty games or any of those games. Whenever they blow a grenade up beside you and they put that high-pitched squeal, I don't need it to be that fucking real. I'm fine with it.
The highest decibel possible the human ear can hear. They're trying to pitch out loudly at you.
Pierce my fucking brain with that.
Anyway, she whistles to see if Rue's okay because she goes and that one of the fires hadn't been lit. And she doesn't hear anything until she hears Rue screaming, and she finds her. She's been, snared, I think?
Yeah.
She's in a big net.
Yeah. And then she's hit by a spear, but Katniss kills the kid that speared Rue at the same time.
Yeah, she's really sad, but at least she didn't have to kill that little girl, because she would have at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They mention a lot of that in the book too, but they gotta,
Yeah, she leaves a little memorial of flowers
sings
in
to
her
her.
hand, and then she walks away. And when she walks away, she gives the Boy Scout salute.
And then the people do it too. Yeah.
That is the Boy Scout
salute.
Yes.
Also, later in the book, the district sends her bread, but they didn't do that in the movie.
Yeah, it's like she gives a little kiss, Boy Scout salute.
That's like the rebel.
Peace out, homie.
But that is, I think that's actually the Boy Scout.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. Was you ever
if it
Boy
is
Scout?
I was.
I never was.
But
I don't know.
it's the rebel signal in this movie, so.
It's
symbol, not signal.
But, yeah, then the president warns the producer.
In 11. At that point.
Yeah, there was an uprising whenever she did that in some district, and the president warned the producer something or other. I don't
game
even know.
maker. To be careful with the underdogs.
Then they allow 2 winners, and then she finds Peter when he's all in his he's in his face-off style makeup, down under, like there's a tree.
I'm just hiding.
And he's got this wound on his fucking leg or something.
Yeah, he got hit by a sword.
But why is he covering himself in fucking dirt if he's got a guy? That's just waiting for infection.
Because he couldn't walk. That was his only hope. Even though it wasn't a good shot, it was his only hope.
I'm just gonna hide here and die.
But if he didn't do that, she wouldn't have found him.
Yeah, but
now he's got this raging infection.
Yeah, but they know because of the cannons whether or not the kids died.
She takes him to the cave, and then they get some soup because they kiss each other, and then
but he
that's like incentive to do more kissing.
It's like, hey, try to make another baby for these games before you die. Give us some entertainment, folks.
Then they announce this feast at the cornucopia, but it's basically just something that they need there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, she wants to go. He tells her not to, and they kiss. She agrees to stay. And in the movie, she just waits till he goes to sleep. But
in the book, she poisons his ass pretty much.
Yeah. Well, don't they send something like an injection or something?
No, she pretty much just poisons his
parachutes
ass.
Something down.
Yeah, the little silver bullet things.
Yeah, I thought
the parachutes. Yeah, because that has
she
a big
gets
deal
the medicine.
later on in the.
Is that what it is?
Story.
What's that?
The feast is everybody has something they really need, and he needs medicine.
Right, and that's what she goes to get. Goes there to do when he goes to sleep.
But when she goes to get it, she almost gets murdered by which she should have got fucking killed. Yeah, because that knife hit her in the face.
Yes.
It just smashed the face.
Whatever, that would have fucked her up way worse than that. It would have knocked her out at least. It was a goddamn knife. It was a
throwing knife. But those things are weighted.
Yeah.
Anyway, the big guy kills her anyways.
Because he was from Rue's district.
Right.
Yeah. And then
but he said that was like it, if he would have come across her again, that would have been.
Yeah, whatever happened to him?
Oh, he was killed by Kato.
Oh yeah. Yeah, later on.
But,
wasn't he killed by I thought he was killed by one of those fucking dogs they let loose later.
I got you guys off track. My bad.
No, that was Kato that got killed by the dogs later.
Okay.
But they give the medicine to PETA.
Then they both stare at
They have a tender moment.
They stare lovingly at each other, both realizing the amazing medicine. Because it's really
But they're much better in the morning anyway.
And then Peter's going to eat all these poisonous berries because he's a fucking retarded
gathering,
person.
She's hunting, and then she hears a cannon. And then she goes to him, thinking it's him, and sees that he has Nightlock in his hand, those little berries. What the hell was that?
It's someone going upstairs.
I just had a goddamn heart attack, Ralph.
Well, you came back from without any CPR.
We have people that live upstairs.
I about had a heart attack. I thought somebody was in our house. I knew that wasn't a kid. Anyways, but some girl was watching him and thought that he knew what he was doing and ate the berries and it killed her.
Oh yeah.
A little fox girl.
Yeah.
A little redhead. A little ginger.
Ginger.
But they put the berries. They take the berries with them.
This is where the
mutations.
This is where they ripped off Ghostbusters.
With the dog?
Yeah.
It looks just like it, doesn't it? Just fucking like it.
It's supposed
just
to have
fucking
the eyes
like
of
it.
the
Yes.
The dead.
The ones, the dogs that Rick Moranis and yeah,
whatever they were called. I don't.
Yeah, just fucking like them. You're so right about that.
I don't know what they describe them like in the book,
but they describe them like these mutant, like they took the faces of the kids that had already died and had their eyes and kind of like their facial features, like so the kids that had already died, they took more of a werewolf type of deal. Now, those were kind of like some rip-off of Cerberus the Hound, fucking whatever.
Definitely. But I was like, when I first see him, like, Ghostbusters, motherfucker.
They make it to the cornucopia and climb on top of that.
Yeah, because there's
Kato's
3 of them.
Too. Kato, and they're fighting him. And he says he's dead anyway, but he's got PETA.
And then she shoots him in the
hand. And he falls off, and he's killed with
she shoots him in the face or something when he's down there because to put him out of his misery.
Right, yeah.
And then they now this is the stupidest. This is dumb. This is dumb. Also, because they announced that they're revoking the previous ruling about having
I'll
2
do what
winners.
I want.
And then. So they just decided to fucking Romeo and Juliet.
Well, he was gonna just let her kill him. And she said, no, that's not... She's like saying, no, I'm not going to be...
part of their system.
I'm not going to do it their way.
She was trying... It was, like I say, it was... In the book, yes, I know this is a movie review, but in the book, it definitely gets a little deeper. It was basically saying, we're not going to be part of their system. Right. Fuck your system.
Right, yeah.
We're both going to die. Because they had gambling bets on these kids.
Right.
Like, I mean, they were gambling on which kid was going to murder, which kid win.
Yeah, it's just...
It's horrible.
But,
both as the winner, and then here comes the hovercraft.
Yeah.
And then obviously they're not happy with her because...
No, they're not happy. So what? I'm going to tell you what happens in the other movies. I'm going to spoil all of it because I've not read anything. But
they put... Are you not finishing it?
Oh, what? Oh,
because they put the game maker in a locked room with a bowl full of those nightlock berries.
Oh, yeah,
and they
that's
kill
right.
her.
Here you go.
But they still have to play like they're star-crossed lovers.
And then they show that the president is pissed off.
Yeah.
Clearly about this whole situation. So, did that spook you too?
No, I know.
Upstairs. Anyways, the president's pissed off. So in the next movie, he's gonna make Katniss go back. He's gonna figure out some way to force her back into the games.
No.
Never mind then. Let's go to the reviews. What's your? What did you give this?
I give it 3.5.
3.5 out of 5, Ralph. What did you say about it?
The movie?
Yeah. 3.
3.
I'll give it a 3. It wasn't that bad. It was very long. Ripped off a lot of shit from other places. But there was some cool things. I liked how they created their whole world. But that's the writer of the book, whoever wrote it. I mean, you got to give props to somebody who writes and creates a whole world.
Yeah.
And names for everything. Because she could have just said the government. Now, that's the capital. You know, there's like, and then, all the people in the capital dress like assholes. So,
the rich ones. The rich people.
But, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Ralph, thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Watch his show, Unfiltered. You guys
plug in the show. Yeah, good old me and Sarah. We're crazy. We are crazy people.
Now there is an episode. We were trying to get you on the takeover, and you got sick. You felt sick.
I ate too much turkey, man.
So we did probably say some bullshit to you on there. So
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like I give a fuck.
Yeah.
What'd you say? What'd you say about me?
We didn't say anything.
Coconuts.
We were just busting your balls.
Coconuts. Coconuts are good.
We're just busting your balls.
Coconuts are good.
We're just busting your balls. But anyways, thanks for watching. ZTOTV.com. Martha, what's your catchphrase?
I don't remember.
There you go.
Clouds form and flow with blood. The earthquakes turns to mud. Castle walls start to shake. The army shears with every break we bust through to get to you. Sword sing and axes too. Entrails fly out of you. Eyes pop and brain stop. There's carnage in every turn. The soon meet moon or the worms your women will split in two. through. We'll spin you all till we grow old.